चलो कराओ शुरू करो.
Good morning, students. Today we are going to a very interesting topic. But before starting, I would like to show you some pictures, and you have to answer me about the pictures, the questions I'll ask after that. Okay? So look at these pictures very carefully. So here comes the first picture. What name comes to your mind after looking at this picture?
Audi,
Very good. And this one,
Nike,
very good. This one,
Zara,
okay. And the last one,
Apple,
okay. Very good, students. Now tell me what all of these pictures represent.
Brand. Branding.
brand,
Very,
brand name.
now, students, what is the process of giving a brand name to a product known as?
Branding.
Very good. So our today's topic is branding. But before starting, what do we mean by branding? We have to be aware about the word brand. What do we mean by brand? So brand is a name, term, sign, symbol or design or a combination of them intended to identify the goods or services of one seller or a group of sellers to differentiate them from those of the competitors. So children, listen to me very carefully. What does a brand mean? It is a name, any name of a product, any name that is given to a product is known as a brand, or it could be name, it could be design, symbol, or we see on many products there is some logo, there is some design, or there is combination of all of these, which helps us to identify which product is this. Okay, suppose I showed you the picture of Zara. You were able to identify the product or the brand name Zara from the name, right? So it is made up of name. And as I showed you the symbol Audi, so you identified the symbol. So any product in which is made up of any name, term, symbol or design, this helps us to identify the product and differentiate from that of its sellers. Okay, so this is known as brand. Now students, look at this picture carefully and tell me which chocolate will you prefer to buy? The ordinary one or the Cadbury Silk?
Cadbury.
Why? Why would you choose Cadbury Silk?
It has name or identity or brand.
Yes, because it is a brand. The ordinary chocolate didn't have any name, any brand, any symbol. So we will choose the branded one, that is the Cadbury Silk. Now we will understand what do we mean by branding. So branding is a process of giving a name or a sign or a symbol to a product. So we understood what is brand. So branding is a process by which we give a name or a sign or a symbol to a particular product to help the customers identify the product from amongst all of the others. Okay. So to understand the term branding, we have to be aware about three terms. First is brand name, then comes brand mark, and then comes the trademark. So in branding, we have to understand these three terms in detail. So first comes the brand name. So brand name is that part of brand which can be spoken. In other words, brand name is a verbal component of a brand. So what is a brand name? It is a part of brand which we can read and speak, which we can speak verbally. Okay. Now look at this picture carefully. Now tell me, what is this? Can you read it?
Zara.
Yes. So as we can read it, so it is known as next.
McDonald's.
Yes. As we can read these names, so it is known as brand name. Okay, students, is it clear? Is it clear? Okay. So the next term which we need to understand is brand mark. So the part of brand which can be recognized only but cannot be spoken is called brand mark. So any symbol or any mark, we can just see it and recognize it. We cannot pronounce it in words, we cannot say it in words, but we can only see the symbol, we can only see the logo or something, and then we can recognize the brand or the product. But we cannot read that symbol, that is in the Audi. We cannot pronounce it as 4 rings. We just identify the symbol and we identify the symbol and then we come to know which brand is this, which product is this. Now, next,
Louis Walton.
next,
Mercedes.
and this one.
Starbucks.
Very good. Now tell me, students, have you ever noticed this R or TM symbols on any of the products? This brand name is made up of only 3 words, that is LUX. So it is easy to remember, easy to pronounce, etc. Okay, students, is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So our next point is it should be suggestive. So by suggestive we mean that the brand name should suggest the product's benefits and qualities. It should be appropriate to the product's function. For example, Hajmola. So in the brand name only, it is known that it helps in digestion. So the brand name should be such that it should tell the benefits or the qualities of a particular product. Okay, how the product is going to function, it should be visible in the brand name itself. Students, now you give me an example of a brand name which is suggestive.
Duracell.
Duracell, very good, very good. Anyone else? Okay, another example.
Dettol. Doctor's recommended brand. Dettol.
Dettol, yes, very good.
Doctor's recommended brand.
Okay, very good, Navneet. Now, very good. And another example could be Ujala. Ujala.
Sensodyne.
Sorry, Madhu.
Sensodyne.
Okay, very good.
Toothpaste.
Very good. Now, our next point is unique and distinctive. Our brand name should be very distinctive. It should be unique. That is, it should not be similar to any other brand name. It should always differ from other brand names or other brand logos also. It should not be similar because the people, consumers will get confused about both the brand names. Have you ever noticed that thing? Cola, Coke, one we consume is Coke, right? Some company came that named Cola. And the customers get confused about both. So it should always be unique and distinctive. It should not be similar to any other existing brand. As Dior or L'Oreal, these all are very distinctive. They have very different name and different symbols. So our next point is registration.
ठीक है
As I
बच्चे, बस
told you
कर,
earlier.
बस कर। ठीक है बच्चे, ठीक है, गुड। बस ये पिक्चर छुपा के भेज दे मनो, ठीक है।
हाँ जी, मैं सर मुझे भेज दिया।
ठीक।
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
रोल, हाँ, रोल नंबर 115। ओके, नेक्स्ट 208।
So,
हाँ बच्चे, स्टॉप प्रेजेंटिंग कर। प्रेजेंट करो बच्चे लेसन।
yes,
कहाँ है
sir.
पीपीटी, कहाँ है?
मेरे पास। Ma'am,
हाँ, करो।
good morning, students. Good morning, students.
बच्चे ये तेरी स्लाइड तो पहले ही
Good
आ गई,
morning.
पहले
Good morning.
पहले
Sir,
ब्लैंक।
okay.
ये स्लाइड आगे पीछे करनी है ना, पहले ब्लैंक स्लाइड होगी, ठीक है।
Yes, sir. Next time I will first.
हाँ चलो कराओ।
Good morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, students, imagine, suppose that you have decided you want to introduce your business to the marketing world, and for that purpose, and keeping in mind the marketing mix, you have selected the product you want to sell in the market. Once you have selected the product, now the next thing is that you have selected the price at which you will sell the product, right? And once the product that you want to sell, the price at which the product will be sold, you have selected the place that where your products will be available and how your products will be available. So students, you are fully prepared to launch your product in the market, but the public is unaware that some new kind of or some new thing is being launched in the market. So keeping in mind the product marketing mix, what will you do to make the public aware about your product?
Promotion.
Sorry?
Promotion.
Advertisement.
Yes,
We will
advertisements.
promote it.
Yes, very good. You will promote your products. So students, we have our today's topic is promotion. Okay. So what is a promotion? First of all, the meaning of promotion. Promotion refers to all such activities which intend to inform the customers about the products of the companies and persuade them to buy these products. Basically, promotion means all the things and activities that an organization do. An organization do to increase the sales, to increase its sales. Basically, promotion in a simple language means encouragement. Encouragement. When you encourage the public to buy the products. So promotion is very important to aware the public about your new launchings, whatever you are launching. Now, why
बच्चे
promotion?
नेक्स्ट स्लाइड करो, नहीं आ रही ना, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड नहीं दिख रही भाई,
नहीं?
किसी को दिखाई दे रही है नेक्स्ट स्लाइड?
No, sir.
हाँ बच्चे, स्लाइड नेक्स्ट करो, वो पहली स्लाइड ही है आपकी अभी तक।
Sir, अब हुई?
नहीं अभी नहीं हुई।
Okay, sir, wait. अब sir,
हाँ अब ठीक है, आप प्रमोशन मिक्स का आ गया है।
why promotion is done? So, can anyone tell me why is promotion done? I have recently explained why promotion is done.
To encourage the employees.
To advertise our product, to make them aware about our product.
Very good. So the aim of promotion is that why we do promotion is to aware the public. To aware the public. Now, okay, tell me students, what is the goal of any organization?
Survival, growth, and profit.
Very good. Survival, growth, and profit. What else? Public recognition also. Every organization wants their products, their services to be recognized by the public. So, in order to achieve their goals of profit maximization and public recognition, an organization use a combination of tools, methods, techniques in which they can promote their products, and combination of all those products, tools are known as promotion mix. Okay students, promotion mix means combination of tools used to achieve goals. To achieve goals. Now, there are some factors that we have to determine while selecting which element of the promotion mix we will use. And for this purpose, these are some factors. First is nature of the product. First, we have to determine what is the nature of the product. Either the product is a consumer good, or either a product is industrial good. Now, what's the difference between consumer good and industrial good? Consumer goods are those which are used in daily life. Can you give examples of some consumer goods that we use in everyday life? And
Soap, toothpaste,
yes, very good. And some industrial goods, or we can say technical goods. Technical goods like laptops, computers, right? So first we have to determine nature of the product, which product we want to sell. If we want to sell consumer goods, then promotion at a mass level is required. But if we have to promote our industrial goods, we have to sell industrial or technical goods. Personal selling is required. We have to personally explain the features and new versions, benefits like that. So first we will determine the nature of the product. Then comes nature of the market. In nature of the market, first we have to know which type of market. If it is an industrial market, in industrial market, promotion plays an informative role. When you promote the industrial goods, you basically just inform the customers. But if your market is consumer market, promotion plays informative role also, but it also plays persuasive role. They persuade you to buy that product. So next thing that we have to determine is nature of the market, whether it is an industrial market or it is a consumer good market. Then comes the next factor, that is promotional budget. Now this is very important factor to determine while you are promoting your products, that what is your budget. One should not one should not go for that tool which is very much expensive, that leads them into difficulty. They should opt that tool which is economical according to them. So we have to determine the promotional budget first, whether your budget is economical or high or low. Okay, and the last factor that we have to keep in mind is promotional objective. What are the objectives of promotion, the objectives that you want to achieve from promoting the products.
ठीक है बच्चे, बस करो। ठीक है, लेसन प्लान से लगा के नहीं भेजा कुछ भी।
सर वो ना मेरे पास उस दिन नहीं था, बट नाउ आई हैव डन, मैंने पेस्ट कर
लगा के दोबारा भेज दो। ठीक है, और एक ना कैन यूज नहीं करना, कैन एनिमल टेल, है ना।
ओके सर।
हाँ चलो नेक्स्ट भाई।
Good morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Students, today we are going to start a new topic. But before starting a new topic, I would like to ask you some questions. Just don't give me the collective answers. Just unmute your mics and answer it. See to this picture. What do you see in this picture?
Coca-Cola.
Yes, it is the Coca-Cola factory outlet. What you can see in this picture? Yes, this is an organization structure of the Coca-Cola factory. That how the employees works under the structure. But in this organization structure, there comes a hurdle in front of the company that the person working under the GM, that is marketing manager, has left the job. When the marketing manager has left the job, now the company needs to fill this post. Students, tell me how this company will fill this post.
Recruitment.
Yes, very good, Muskan. The students, the company will do recruitment. As we have already studied recruitment sources, that there are two types of sources, internal and external. So the company decided to do the recruitment to external sources because the post was very important, that was a marketing manager post. So they decided to do the recruitment through campus recruitment campaign. The company have put it a campus recruitment campaign in different colleges. We all have seen the campaigns in our colleges in which the companies come, take the interviews and select the employees. So they have done the recruitment campaign. Now students, tell me what will be the next process after the recruitment campaign for the company?
Placement.
Yes, the person will now select the candidates for the placement. So students, today we are going to start the topic selection and its process. We will start with the selection meaning. What do you mean by selection is that the company will select the candidates to fill the positions. In this picture, you can see that the company has selected the one person from the campaign which he feels the best for the company. So it means selection means that was to selecting the best candidate from the available one. The best candidate has been selected by the company through various tests and various interviews. The company do not select the candidate through any biasness method. They take tests, they take various tests and various interviews. After that, the person is getting selected. So now we will study what is the process through which the company selected the candidates. The next topic will be our selection process. In this selection process, our first step will be preliminary screening. Now, what do you mean by this word preliminary screening? The word preliminary screening means that the candidates will be selected on the basis of their application forms. The company will reject or accept the candidates on the basis of information what the candidates has filled in the application forms. For example, if the candidate has filled that I have done MBA and the company need a marketing manager, so obviously the candidate fits to the position and the application will be accepted. But on the other hand, if the person is MA in English and does not have knowledge about the marketing, then this application will be rejected. So this process is done so that the company's time is less wasted in an interview. So you can see in this picture that they have selected the candidates with watching to their application forms. So the misfit candidates or misfit forms will be rejected. So if they have not cleared the preliminary screening stage, the forms will be get rejected. Now, who have cleared this preliminary screening stage, they will come to second round, that will be selection test. In second round, the candidates needs to face various selection tests. Now, why this selection test is conducted? This test is conducted to get the knowledge of the practical knowledge of the candidates, that how much they know about the marketing manager positions. They will see, they will make the test according to the which suit best to the organization. Further, we will study that there were various types of tests. All the tests are not conducted in one organization only. They chooses the testers which match with the position of the candidates. Some of the common tests are, the number one is intelligence test. As the word is describing intelligence, so intelligence means they will look at the potential of the IQ level of the candidate. What is the IQ level of the person? For example, I am showing the picture and I am giving you 40 seconds to solve this answer. Look at this picture. Can anyone tell what will be the answer of this question mark? Yes, try to solve.
13?
Yes?
13 rupees?
No?
25.
Yes. The answer is 25. So by solve, these types of questions are asked in tests so that the IQ level of the candidates is being judged. This is not an syllabus of the management, the IQ test, but they wants to know, they wants to measure the mental ability, the numerical ability, how much presence of mind the person is having, so that he gets fit to the job position of the marketing manager. So by this they know the numerical ability of the person. Our next test is aptitude test. The word aptitude test means that
बस
they
कर
want.
बच्चे, बस कर, ये ठीक है, ये अच्छा है, ये ऐड कर लिया गया ना, देख लो टेस्ट ਜਿਹੜਾ ਐਡ ਕਰਿਆ ਇਹ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਬੱਚੇ ਦੀ ਇੰਗੇਜਮੈਂਟ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਕੋਗਨੀਟਿਵ ਇੰਗੇਜਮੈਂਟ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ। ਅੱਛਾ,
Yes
ਇਹਦੇ
sir.
ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾ ਦੋ ਚਾਰ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਨੇ। ਇੱਕ ਤਾਂ ਲੈਸਨ ਪਲਾਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਲੈਕ ਬੋਰਡ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਗਾਇਆ।
सर उसमें स्पेस ही नहीं अवेलेबल थी और मैंने सिर्फ ब्लैक बोर्ड पे यही लिखना था, तो मैंने आईसीटी बेस ही सारा बना दिया।
ਇੰਨੀ ਤਾਂ स्पेस पई है, मैं तो देख रहा, मैं तो क्वेश्चन मार्क मारते ਇੰਨੀ स्पेस।
सर स्पेस अवेलेबिलिटी नहीं थी उसमें, फिर इसकी स्लाइड्स काटनी पड़ती तो करके मैं लगा नहीं पाई।
तो ਇੰਨੀ स्पेस है ना बच्चे ਤੇ ਪਈ ਹੈ ਹਲੇ ਵੀ स्पेस है ਲੈਸਨ ਪਲਾਨ ਚ।
स्टार्टिंग की सर एक पेज पे स्पेस अवेलेबल थी, वो मैं लगा दूंगी फिर वहाँ पे, या तो वो छोटा सा सिलेक्शन लिख के बस उसका मीनिंग
और
लिख के।
लेट सबमिट कराया लेसन।
सर मेरा ना वो कटिंग्स नहीं है, मैंने प्रिंट आउट करवा पाई थी तो करके मैंने कल रात को पेस्ट करके सबमिट करा इसलिए।
और जब हम लिखते हैं लेस इसमें पीपीटी में या कभी भी, तो बीच में कैपिटल लेटर नहीं आता, या आपने एक जगह लगा रखा है।
कैपिटल लेटर कहाँ पे?
जैसे बीच में एक जगह आपकी सेकंड या थर्ड स्लाइड है, रेफर्स टू चूज करके है, आपको लिखा हुआ है बैक बैक। हाँ बैक आओ। हाँ ये
Yes, sir.
ठीक है।
आर कैपिटल नहीं होना चाहिए।
आर कैपिटल होगा, टी कैपिटल नहीं ना होगा।
ओके 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 सर।
वॉइस ऑडिबल है?
हाँ बच्चे कराओ कराओ।
ठीक है, ओके फाइन। Very good morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, very good morning. So today we are going to start with a very interesting topic. But before introduction of the topic, I'll ask you some questions. Please respond and kindly don't give me collective answers. as just unmute your mic and respond accordingly, right? So students, tell me what customer is doing in this picture.
Ordering a pizza.
Yes, very good students. Now tell me, what do you see in this picture?
The delivery boy is delivering it.
Yeah, the food is delivered to the boy, right? So in this picture, what do you see? What do you see?
Internet.
Pardon?
Internet,
Please repeat.
website,
Yeah,
and
very good, Pooja, very good. Internet. So tell me, students, name the term in which goods and services are purchased and sale through the internet.
E-commerce.
Speak loudly.
E-commerce.
Yes, very good. E-commerce. So here the transaction happened through e-commerce, through online. So e-commerce. Now today we'll start with e-commerce. E-commerce is basically involved buying and selling. It involves buying, selling, making transactions through online, right? So here e-commerce is just like email. That means here E in e-commerce is just like the E in email. That means internet, which represent internet or the transaction happened through online, right? So now we'll see the meaning of e-commerce. E-commerce or electronic commerce, that means buying and selling of goods and services over the internet, right? Here the word is internet, which means or which represent which means the net internet. Okay, tell me students, what do you understand by the by the word internet? Anything, any rough idea?
Digital.
Yes, very good, Muskan. So internet is the network of networks which connect all the other computers across the world. It is like here I am drawing the picture on the board. Just look at here. It is the network of all the networks. Network of all the networks which connect through the which connect with each other over the internet, right? So all way it is connected with each other across the world, right? So this is something internet. So the sale is happened over the internet. It means it. Just look at the slide. E-commerce or electronic or internet commerce is the activity of electronically buying or selling. Just write down in your notebook, students. Electronically buying or selling of products through online services or over the internet. So electronic or internet commerce or e-commerce is a commercial term. Which involves buying and selling of products over the internet, right? So in this process, in this transaction process, the buyer and the seller do not engage personally. That means if I am ordering goods from the various available in e-commerce sites, so here me, the buyer and the seller, we are not personally engaged with each other. If seller is sending goods to me, he doesn't know to whom he is sending the goods, right? So there is no personal engagement of buyer and seller, but the sale happens through the internet or over the internet. It is just like connecting the network of networks across the world, right? So now we'll do the scope of internet, scope of e-commerce. So the first one is business to business. Business to business, or we can also write it down as a B to B. Business to another business. So the transaction happened between the two businesses or two company organizations, right? So B2B is like, this is a business to business transaction or B2B transaction. In this, both buyer and seller are doing business with one another. It is done between the business from or from one industry to the another industry or within the same industry, right? Here the companies are doing business with each other. The final consumer is not involved. The last point is online transaction only involve the manufacturers, wholesalers and retailers. They are the customer of the business organization. The ultimate consumer is not involved in this type of business, B2B e-commerce. So now we'll see, here is an example of e-commerce, Alibaba.com. Alibaba.com is the biggest B2B and B2C e-commerce site. Right, students? He sells products over this platform in 40 different industries in totality. He serves more than 18 million buyers and sellers in 240 countries. Here I'm writing down the figure. He serves 180 million buyers and sellers by serving 240 countries or the territories, right? So here in this picture you can also see the person who is standing. This is the person whose name is Jack Ma Yun. It is a Chinese biggest magnate. The person who is the co-founder or who is the co-founder and the former executive who is the co-founder and former executive chairman of Alibaba company or Alibaba group, right? The current CEO is Daniel Zhou. I'm providing you the additional information regarding it. So B2B examples more are Oracle, Alibaba, right? So now we'll see the process, how it has been done over the internet. So just look at here over the slide. So students, the wholesaler place an order. Wholesaler place an order on the website, on the company's website or on the company's organization's website, right? Wholesaler place an order through the website. The order has been processed, the business one supplies the goods to the business to another business. What I am telling you earlier, what I have told you earlier, that business here is the transaction happens between the two businesses or between the two industries or within the same industry as well. So right, business one is supply goods to the business to another business. He could be a wholesaler or retailer. He again sells the goods to the customer or to the retailer, right? So here the transaction happened between the two businesses, right, students? Have you understand with this? Have you understood? Tell me, students, are you clear with this concept?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good, students, very good. I hope this process, B2B process, has been clear to all of you.
ठीक है बच्चे, बस कर, गुड। इधर पे
Okay.
ब्लैक बोर्ड नहीं लगाया?
ब्लैक बोर्ड वर्क या नहीं लगाया सर। एक्चुअली एक्सप्लेनेशन थोड़ा सा बाद ਵਿੱਚ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਚੈੱਕ ਕੀਤੀ ਕਿ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਰ ਕੀ ਐਡ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ, ਇਸ ਲਈ ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਬਲੈਕ ਬੋਰਡ ਵਾਲਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸ ਮੇਰਾ ਰਹਿ ਗਿਆ।